Hello everyone and welcome back to another glorious episode of Not Too Late, the only late night show that has been kicked out of space camp. Now before we get into the rest of the show, why don't we check out the news this week? The Cleveland Browns have won their first football game since 2016. After the win, Bud Light unlocked special fridges full of free beer throughout the city to help the Browns fans forget the unfortunate fact that they still live in Cleveland. An accused double murderer hid in a freezer before attacking. Right before he planned to attack, he dropped dead. His last thought was probably, "My mom was right, I should have brought a sweater." A Wisconsin man on the run from the police after stealing more than $1,400 worth of alcohol surrendered after being swarmed by a horde of mosquitoes. The police were later congratulated for another successful sting operation. A Chick-fil-A in Tampa has given a man celebrating his 100th birthday free food for life. Seems Chick-fil-A wasn't terribly hopeful for the man because the card they gave him only came loaded with $50 on it. A mom in Montgomery, Alabama was arrested this week when 5 of her kids tested positive for cocaine. A source claims to have repeatedly told her, "That's not baby powder." Now everyone who knows me well knows how passionate I am about this next topic. It's a very sensitive topic for me, but it is hot liquids. Now I'm not talking about all hot liquids, but specifically ones you consume like soup and hot chocolate. While people may think that a fresh cup of hot cocoa is warm and comforting, all it reminds me of is pain and suffering. To better explain my point, I'll have to take you all the way back to the summer before my 4th grade year. The location was Camp Cantini, a Boy Scout camp in Kansas, and I was on the first night of a long week at camp. It was movie night, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson game plan was the movie for the night. So they had a concession stand during the movies, and what I would do is I would walk over, and I went up, and usually I'd get a thing of Skittles or some popcorn. But everybody was drinking hot chocolate because of the cold Kansas air that night. So I go up, and I ask for a cup of hot chocolate, and they say, "By all means, that'll be 1 Camp Cantini point." Now, that's the currency that they give you. You get 5 Camp Cantini points a day, and you can spend it on things like candy or games. So I gave them 1 Camp Cantini point. I got myself a nice, warm cup of hot chocolate, and I walk out of the concession stand. And as I'm walking out, I take my first ever sip of hot chocolate, take a big sip, and then I immediately throw up. Not just the hot chocolate, but my dinner. So that was unfortunate, but I'm thinking, there's no way that the hot chocolate did this. It's probably just either a bad batch of hot chocolate or something's up. I had a bad dinner. So I toss that cup of hot chocolate and I go back into the concession stand. And sure enough, I go in there. I'm like, "Oh, my last hot chocolate made me throw up. Could I please get another thing of hot chocolate?" And they're like, "Sure, that'll be 1 more Camp Cantini point." So I give them 1 more Camp Cantini point. They give me another glass of hot chocolate. Step outside, take a big step over my puke. Take another big sip of hot chocolate, and then immediately throw up yet again. So at this point, I'm freaking out. I'm thinking, wow, 2 bad cups of hot chocolate. How unlucky am I? So sure enough, I still have my hot chocolate with me, and I go and I sit down with my friend, and we start watching the game plan. And he's sitting there, and he's very, very happily drinking his cup of hot chocolate. And I'm thinking, I don't know what the deal is. So I go, "Hey, man, something's wrong with my hot chocolate. Do you want to try it?" And he goes, "Sure." So I hand it to him. He takes a big sip, and he's like, "Wow, this is so warm. This is great hot chocolate." And at that moment, I realized the hot chocolate wasn't the problem, but rather it was me. There was no bad batch of hot chocolate. I was just a fool. So sure enough, we get to the end of the week, and me and my friends had a tradition at Camp Cantini where we would do our best to save up 15 Camp Cantini points so we could do the ropes course 3 times because it was 5 points per ride. So sure enough, we go through it once, we're fine. We go through it twice, we're fine. And then all of my friends are up in line to go through it the 3rd time. I go up there, and then I say, "I'm Tucker Scanlon, and I would like to go on the ropes course." And they check my account. They go, "We're sorry, sir, but you only have 4 Camp Cantini points." I wasted the one that I had been saving for the ropes course on hot chocolate that made me throw up twice. And all my friends had already gone through. They were all ready for the ropes course, and I just had to sit back and watch them. And I think from that moment, I created this unnecessary hatred for soups, for anything that forces me to ingest a hot liquid. And while that's unfortunate, it's who I am, and I'm proud of it. We have a great show in store for you tonight. Some representatives from the IU Quidditch Club are here to talk about the oil situation in the Middle East. But before we get to that, let's check out our video segment for the week where our field correspondent Sebastian goes out and tests some pickup lines on the lovely people of Bloomington. Let's check it out.
Last time you saw us, we asked students for their best pickup lines. Today, we're gonna try them out. Let's go. Are you a broom because you sure swept me off my feet?
Hell no.
No. Okay. Oh, that one's pretty smooth.
Very cheesy, maybe.
Cheesy. Okay, so you like cheesy. All right.
Probably would not work on me, no.
Is it like too simple?
I don't think any pickup lines really, none of them really like are interesting to me. Maybe I'll change my mind. Like maybe I'll hear a good one.
Let's see what we can do. You can call me Nemo because I'm not afraid to touch the butt.
Okay, that one is pretty funny, so that would work better. Yeah, I think that's funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That's a no. Okay, thumbs down even. Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
Classic, but give me something good.
Are you a drill sergeant? Because you have my private standing at attention.
Yeah, I don't think that one would work on me.
All right.
I don't even know how to answer that one.
All right, so I'm going to say that's a no.
No.
All right. Is that a Hebrew national hot dog in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh wow, that's I've never heard that one before.
I think that'd get me.
All right, that would work. I mean, that would work on me, I think.
Wow.
Is that a yes?
It's kosher.
Kosher. All right. Hardly know her. If I could rearrange the alphabet, I would make sure you and I were together.
Oh yeah, that one's cute. I like that one.
All right, you like that one. It's cute.
It's too old. It's not original enough to be useful.
Too old, not hip like the kids are. Final question. Would you go out with me?
No.
No. It's fair. It's cool. Would you go out with me?
No, because I have a girlfriend. I'm so sorry.
But if she was out of the picture?
How could I say no to that face?
Would you go out with me?
I like your pants.
Thank you. I love them too, man.
It's a good style, yeah.
Is that a yes? Sorry, Ethan, I got a new guy. Final question. Would you guys go out with me?
Absolutely.
Dude, thanks, bro.
Hold on. You talking about you?
Yeah, of course.
Bro, I'm not with that, bro.
He's not with that. That's fine. But you're good?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Can I get your number?
Sure.
Could I get your number?
Have we been chatting for a while?
I'd say like a few minutes. At least 30 seconds.
Maybe.
Yeah, that might work if I was into the person. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Joke's on you, Dad. Hip hip hooray!
All right, welcome back to the show. We are here with our guests from the Quidditch Club. How are you doing today?
Doing well, how are you?
Doing good. All right, so can you explain to me and the audience what exactly is Quidditch?
So Quidditch is a sport adapted from the Harry Potter books. It was founded by just a group of college kids up at Middlebury College. And, yep, there's a snitch. And they were bored one day, decided to play. So you've got 6 initial players on either side. You've got 4 quaffle players, and of those 4, 3 of them are chasers, and the other one is a keeper. And they're trying to use the quaffle, which is a partially deflated volleyball, so you can grip it, to try and score on the other 3 hoops from either side. Any one of them is worth 10 points. And the other game going on at the same time is the beater game, where you have 2 beaters on either side, and they're basically playing dodgeball. So you've got the dodgeballs they use to play kickball, not like the small, tiny ones that don't work at all. And they're trying to hit people. And if you get hit with the ball, you have to dismount off your broom. Yeah, there's brooms. Everyone's running around on brooms. and you dismount, run back to your hoops, tag them, and then you can remount onto your broom and come back into play. About 18 minutes into the game, you have the snitch runner that comes in, and he's a guy dressed in yellow with a tennis ball tucked in a tube sock, and that is the actual snitch, is the tennis ball and the tube sock. And this guy is a neutral third party. He doesn't have any affiliation. He doesn't have a broom, and he can do anything he wants to the two seekers that then come after him to try and prevent them from catching it. If either one catches it, it gives them 30 points for their team and ends the game.
Interesting. Sounds very complicated.
Yeah, it can be.
So what's the training regimen like for the IU Quidditch team?
So we had a lot of new players, so we needed to start with the foundation and build a strong foundation. What we did was went back to basics. We relearned how to throw, how to run, how to catch on brooms.
Makes sense.
And then we built up from there.
I expect more out of my brother-in-law's son. Leave. Oh, that's nice. Just says Tucker sucks on the inside. Really? Training regimen. How is
Training regimen, right. And we do a lot of conditioning. We have, like most other sports, a Hell Week at the beginning where most of every practice that week is just conditioning. Running, doing weightlifting, all those different types of exercises to really get your full body engaged. And now it's just trying to keep everyone on the same page and get them to work as one unit.
Awesome. So where do you purchase the brooms? I know you said you have brooms. Where do you purchase them?
Yeah, so they're really just PVC pipes because we used to use like household brooms and wooden brooms, and those broke way too easily. I actually have a nice scar on my leg from them where they just kind of like lacerated you. So we just use PVC pipes. So you can make them, or there are a couple Quidditch companies like Peterson Brooms that actually make special brooms just for Quidditch.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So now another question I have for you. This is more of a Harry Potter question, but what would you do for a Nimbus 2001 broomstick?
What wouldn't I do for a Nimbus 2000 broomstick, Tucker? Didn't it drive you guys crazy when Draco Malfoy and his dad just pulled up on the entire Slytherin team like, boom, Nimbus 2001's for everybody? God. I was like, damn, my little broomstick from Walmart, nah, I just want a Nimbus 2001, man. I wish my dad was rich. He could get me that Nimbus 2001 with the beautiful bristles. Beautiful bristles. The wind turbines. Oh my God. The shaft too. It's just so powerful, so shiny. It really is a glorious, glorious broom.
Are you finished?
I think so, yeah.
So what would you do for a genuine, real broomstick?
Well, probably nothing. They're not really practical in play anymore, which is why the use of them was discontinued. Like, they would break, snap really easily, and also the like bristles, I suppose that's what you call them, at the end of the broom, they'd be left all over the pitch at the end of matches and things like that, and that just gets really annoying to clean up. So, you know, we have more practical options now.
Yeah, plus they cut your legs, so that's not fun.
As known by the scar.
Yeah.
All right, so do you all have anything coming up that you'd like to promote?
Yeah, so we actually have a few tournaments coming up. This upcoming weekend we're going to Omaha, Nebraska to play Creighton, and we're playing some of the top teams in the Midwest and the country. We're playing Kansas, Missouri, Creighton, and then the following weekend we're going to Ohio University, and the weekend after, 2 weekends after that, last weekend in October.
Halloween.
Halloween.
Is it Halloween?
It is Halloween.
Because Halloween's the middle of the week, though.
No, Halloween is the middle of the week. Halloween is the weekend that precedes Halloween.
All right, fair enough. I'm gonna celebrate on both. Anyway, so that Halloween weekend is our regional championships, and they're actually here in Bloomington. They're at Karst Farm Park, and they'll be that Saturday and Sunday, so October 27th and 28th, I believe. And we'll be competing to take home the gold.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to see who is truly the master of Harry Potter trivia. See you in a bit. Do you like breakfast? Because I personally like clubs. Why don't we meet in the middle? Bloomington Breakfast Club, every Monday, an IUSTV production about all the things going on in Bloomington. Check it out. I'll see you there. Welcome back to our show. The IU Quidditch team is here to take on two Not Too Late crew members, Maya and Ben, in the ultimate Harry Potter trivia contest. I will take turns asking each team a question, and if they get it wrong, the opponent can steal. The team with the most points wins a $28 Chili's gift card. Let's get it started.
Let's go.
All right, first question over the Quidditch team. What is the last name of Harry Potter's adopted family?
Dursley.
Correct. Was that what you were going to say as well?
100%.
100%. What is Harry Potter's first broom called?
The Clean Sweep 7?
That is correct. What is Harry Potter's second broom called?
Nimbus 2000.
Once again, correct. What ghostly character wreaked havoc in the books but was omitted from the movies?
Peeves the Poltergeist. Yeah.
What is an animagus? I may be saying that wrong.
You are, I think. It's a witch or a wizard who elects to transform into an animal.
Once again, is that what you were going to say? You had that right up here?
Yeah, she's taking the words right out of her mouth.
Once again, correct. What is the Dursleys' address?
Number 4 Privet Drive.
Correct. Quidditch players are constantly at risk of injury throughout the game. How many possible Quidditch fouls are there?
What?
This was stated in, I think, the third book. I'm not positive.
Trigger.
What do you got? What's your guess?
Gonna go with 7.
Incorrect.
I'm gonna go with 700.
700 is exactly correct.
I was so close.
All right, question to you now. Dumbledore has a scar above his left knee that is a perfect map of what?
The London Underground.
That is correct. What does Harry Potter have on his head?
That's lightning bolt scar.
Hair. Incorrect. Good attempt, though. What is Dumbledore's full name?
Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore.
Once again, correct. Do not know what Brian's doing in there. When Arnold Schwarzenegger dies in the Deathly Hallows, what are his last words?
It's a trick question.
All right, well, why don't you answer then?
Well, you know this.
I'm pretty sure he's not.
Is it a trick question?
Is it?
Final answer.
You have the option to steal. What is your answer?
Hasta la vista, Harry.
That is correct. It is Hasta la vista, Harry. All right. What does Ron see in the mirror of Erised?
Okay, so he sees himself standing alone as head boy holding.
The Quidditch Cup.
Yeah.
Once again, that is correct.
Head boy?
Head boy.
I feel like there's a more...
Hold on, what was the... Can you repeat the question?
What does Ron see in the
Ron,
mirror
okay.
of Erised? All right. Why do Voldemort and Red Skull join forces?
No, there's no red.
To protect the Soul Stone.
Incorrect. You have the opportunity to steal.
Is it because they both don't have noses?
Once again, that is the correct answer. They do not have noses. All right. Who is responsible for giving Harry Potter the gillyweed in the book, The Goblet of Fire?
Dobby.
That is correct. Why was Sirius Black sent to Azkaban?
He was wrongly accused of the murder of 13 people. Right?
Sorry, that is incorrect. You have an opportunity to steal,
Tax evasion?
just like Al
Okay.
Capone. That's how they got him. All right, and then our final question. During the Galactic Civil War, the Galactic Empire was constructing a new superweapon capable of obliterating entire planets, albeit their second attempt at doing so. Where was the secret location for the Planet Busters shield generator?
The forest moon of Endor.
Bam, that is correct. I apologize, Quidditch team, you did not win our $28 Chili's gift card.
I feel like there was something fishy going on here.
Wow.
That is a.
After that whole, talk we had over there, I
She's
thought we
wearing
bonded.
Purdue colors.
I would say Bumblebee colors.
Yeah,
colors
Bumblebee.
at
Oh,
worst.
Harry
Or
Potter shirt.
Hufflepuff's colors in the book and movie.
Interesting. All right, so thank you again to our guests for coming in. Feel free to check out any of the Quidditch team's social media. Do you have social media?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We have Instagram, Facebook, we have Twitter.
Yeah, we have Twitter.
Twitter, Snapchat, which is not really used that much, but we still have one. Yeah, that's all of them, I think.
Working on a website,
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Well, either way, check out all those and then see them when they compete in the regional here in Bloomington on Halloween weekend, correct?
Yep, correct.
We are going to take a week off from filming, but when we do get back, Jesse Eisenberg and I are going to ding-dong ditch the dean. I'll see you all next time, and don't forget, it's not too late to start flossing. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you for watching another great episode of Not Too Late. If you want to see a past episode, click right here. If you want to subscribe, click here. If you want to check out our Twitter, click here. If you'd like to illegally download Transformers 2 Dark of the Moon, that's right here. If you'd like to see if you could save money by switching to Geico, that'll be below the video. If you want to invest in Bitcoin for any reason, click right above my head.